Time to liven up the joint.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we are doing our top 10 action figures for 2023. Now this list is always so freaking hard to make. I do these videos annually basically, and they do really well on the channel. I'm going to continue to do these videos because they are so freaking exciting. They're so good. It's really hard to come out with 10 action figures to pick from. And also, if you never watch any of my top 10 action figure video lists, I like to pick my personal ones. So these are ones that I pick out throughout the year. I'm not just going to go pick up, for instance, a Transformer action figure because I don't collect Transformers, so it wouldn't be in my top 10. I'm sure there's going to be YouTubers out there who probably fit for your style. This is definitely my style, so you're gonna see a lot of anime expired, a lot of you know, I mean, yeah, I collect the majority like Marvel Legends and DC Multiverse, but you're gonna see a lot of NECA and a whole bunch of other stuff in this video as well. So, I know a lot of animes and not a lot of people's cup of tea. I understand that, but there is a huge anime community, and if you're not an anime fan, you're probably on the wrong channel. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So prepare to see anime in the top 10 because they do. Even if you're not a fan of them, they, you do gotta appreciate the action figures that they do come out with. This is the year of figure art, but I try to take out my bias out of it as well, as best to my ability. I try to focus on whether the action figure is good, whether it's bad. I am gonna make note that you also got to prepare for me. So when I say if a figure comes, like a figure is announced for a certain year, but it comes out in this year, that qualifies for my list. I don't know how other people do theirs like that, but I do it mine's like that. So if it comes out in this year, it's gonna be put on my list. So for instance, 89 Batman was announced 50 years ago, but it came out this year. It does qualify for my list. 89 Batman, spoiler alert, is not going to be on my list. And the reason why, and that might rub a lot of feathers, you're probably wondering, like, what? I don't think 89 Batman is a good action figure. I mess around with it. The head has a metal piece in here that always pops out, and for some reason, when I try to put the cape on, it just doesn't stick perfectly, and it bothers me so much. And then when I do get it on, it just doesn't look good. And see, I'm pushing down on him. It's just it doesn't stick. I think it's just bad design. And honestly, I do think that um Masco, I mean, it's a really good. It probably might be the best Michael Keaton Batman action figure. Um, I just don't think it's that good. Now you might come for me in the comment sections, as long as you keep it respectful, and that's all that matters to me. So if you disagree with my list, just keep it respectful. Or or not, you're just gonna get blocked. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna block you. We don't got time for all that. But I do take valid criticism. So if you do want to criticize my video or criticize my top 10 list, by all means, go right ahead. But just know I am going to come for you back. I do come back really strong as well. And I do stand by what I believe in. So there's that. As soon as I see any signs of disrespect, if you go too far, you're gonna get deleted. That's just how it is. But anyways, enough of that. Let's go into the top 10 action figure for 2023. Starting off with number 10. Okay, starting off with my number 10, and that is the 97 Marvel Legend Wolverine. By the way, I should mention, like my other videos, most of these, or most of them, all of them have unboxings on the channel. So if you want to check them out, I'll try my best to link all of them down below. So if you want to check out a particular action figure, if you need to pick one up, most of these are pretty common though. Most people should have them. But if you don't have them and you want to check out the action figure, they'll be down in the description down below, or just look them up. So there's that. But the 97 Wolverine is one of my favorite Wolverines to come out as of late, because he just looks like Wolverine. Like, it screams Wolverine to me. I think Marvel and Hasbro, the Marvel Legend Hasbro team, did a really good job on this Wolverine, and they absolutely nailed it. He does. I'm not gonna show off every single accessory as well, but he does come with the mask head as well. Um, and it looks freaking amazing. So there is that. So Wolverine, Marvel Legend, uh, number 10. My number 9, at their careful consideration, I went ahead and put Power from SH Figure Arts. And I'm just going to say this, even though I'm a huge Chainsaw fan, this figure, even if I wasn't, this figure does definitely deserves to be on this list, because this figure is freaking awesome. First of all, the fact that she is able to hold this big hammer, and this hammer has a little bit weight to it as well, and she just holds it up perfectly, without her like basically tipping over, is freaking amazing. So I love that about her. I think they absolutely nailed the look of her as well. She looks like Power. They absolutely freaking nailed this Power action figure. I actually like the Power more than Chainsaw Man himself, and Katana as well. Because I was debating whether to put Chainsaw Man up here, and I was like, Power, way better action figure. So definitely, and she's cool. I mean, come on, you know, just badass figure right there. So that is number 9. My number 8 is the 89, the Mezco Green Ranger action figure. This figure is freaking amazing. Just the accessories as well. So I didn't mention that earlier in the video, but I do, my criteria of how I pick my action figures is availability. It is the accessories, as well as, you know, whether the item sells out fast, whether it's a hot item, and whether talk of the town. Everybody talks about this action figure, but when this figure dropped, it was an absolute must. I had to pick this bad boy up. I do have him holding another sword. It fell. I just can't find it right now. I'll eventually find it, but the accessories he came with were literally top tier. Some of my favorites as well, and it's probably one of the best Tommy action figures to come out. Rest in peace, JDF. But this was freaking amazing when it came out. You know, and in my, I should say that's in my opinion. You know, there might be other people who like, oh, I disagree. You know, Marvel Hasbro team did. I mean, Marvel Hasbro team with Power Rangers team did a really good job on the original ones. But I do think this is probably my favorite Green Ranger to come out. So that is my number 8. Now let's go on to my number 7, which is could have 100% been higher on this list. But it is the Doomslayer Figma action figure. This figure is amazing. It's one of the best Doomslayer action figures to come out. The accessories that he come with are literally top tier. Some of the best accessories to come out with. He nails the look, and one thing I like about him from the McFarland is like this one nails it, because you know he has big gigantic feet in the game, and then I think he absolutely nailed it as well. Not he, but Figma. You know, he has the laser, the helmet, and one thing about my favorite thing is that the helmet looks like there's actually a person inside of it. I think it's freaking badass, as well as like just the articulation on this figure is literally so freaking good. This is one that I was really debating on whether to put him higher on my list, because it is a really good underrated action figure. I'm pretty positive you're not going to see too many people talk about that one, but it deserves to be up there. The accessories, it comes with the Doom sword or whatever, the Incrucible, I should say. It is freaking amazing. But anyways, though, that is my number 7. My number 6 has to be SH Figuarts Trunks. This figure is freaking really good. This figure looks like it jumps off the anime and straight into action figure form. I mean, everything about this figure just screams Trunks. It is freaking amazing. It's another one that I think not too many people are gonna talk about, but I think it's so freaking good. They pretty much nail Trunks. And then you have the pink head version of him as well that I think that deserves. And you could have easily bought two of these and been satisfied with both purchases because I think they absolutely nailed Trunks. To me, this is the perfect Trunks. I would not buy another one. This is this is what I really need in my life. Just this trunk right here is so freaking good as well. But I would buy another Trunks. So there is that. But that is my top 6 action figures so far. Now let's go on to the final 5, the top 5 action figures to come out for 2023. So let's go ahead and reveal some more. My number 5 action figure to come out this year is NECA's Prey. I wanted to put him a little bit higher. I just think the next 4 is a little bit better. But this figure is freaking awesome. I remember the first time unboxing him, I was just in shock. I couldn't believe how amazing he looked as well, especially that you could take off the helmet as well. And then, he has the face. The Predator face is just freaking amazing. How easy it was to take things off, how him to grip stuff. Now he doesn't grip everything perfectly, but it still does his job. The accessories he comes with, the different heads, the different mandible that he comes with is freaking literally so freaking good. This figure is literally so good as well. And I'm still kind of debating whether to put him higher in this list because I love that movie. It was so freaking good. But that was my number 5. My number 4 is Casey Phantom's NECA. This is the Universal Monsters as a Ninja Turtle. So this is the Casey Jones as the Phantom of the Opera. It is freaking amazing. It's one of my favorite action figures to come out. I absolutely love this line. It's one of my favorite lines to come out as well. I'm literally picking up every single one of them. I can't wait for Wolfman to come out as well. But yeah, this figure is freaking amazing. He has another head that is literally like God tier as well. So the only thing I would say that knocks it off from being a little bit higher on the list is the side eye. The side eye kills me in this action figure, but everything else looks so freaking good as well. It's just a really cool action figure, one of the best in the lines. Now you might say, well, he's peg warming. That doesn't even matter. It was, it was because probably NECA overproduced them. But that figure is literally one of the best Universal Monsters action figures to come out. So that is my number 4. Now let's go on to my top 3 action figures. And I know people probably don't have these or have them on their list, but not in the order that I got them in. So there's that. So let's go ahead and reveal the top 3. So my number 3 has to be Doomsday. He was in the 2-pack. It was Doomsday versus Superman. This Doomsday easily turned into one of my favorite Doomsdays to ever come out from McFarland. I think McFarland did an absolutely amazing job on this Doomsday. One of my favorite action figures to come out this year. I remember picking him up, seeing him in stores. I'm like, oh my God, he looks way cooler in person. When they revealed him, I was like, do I really need another Doomsday? And then I saw him in person. I'm like, yes, the hell I do. This figure is freaking amazing. He has the man bun as well. But this is what I picture Doomsday. He has the classic green shorts on as well. Got spikes all over. When I picture Doomsday, this is the Doomsday I picture, even without the hair. But yeah, this is definitely the Doom. I mean, I don't know why Doomsday had time to go put up his hair or whatever, but this is the Doomsday that I really, really like. I think he just looks so freaking badass. And you could put him up against any superhero, any Superman figure in your collection, and this figure just towers over him, just looks more menacing than him, and you're like, wow, this figure is freaking amazing. So that is, and he is really athletic, especially for his size as well, or should I say articulated for his size. I mean, come on, he could do a basically a double knee. Come on, what big gigantic figure this size could do that? Like, come on, it's absolutely insane. So there is that. So that is my number three. Now let's go on to my next two. Okay, guys, so my number two has to be Baki Hama from Storm Collectibles. I think this figure is freaking literally one of the best Storm Collectibles figures I've seen come out in a long, long time. This figure is absolutely amazing. This figure looks like it jumps off the comic. It jumps off that the manga. I mean the anime jump straight into action figure form. It literally does. It literally just almost identical. I think Star Collectibles did a really amazing job. You can literally see the muscles on him. It looks freaking amazing. I think the only downfall about him is the rubbery muscles on top. But I do think, I mean, it doesn't take away from the action figure. At least in my opinion, I think it looks so freaking good. They nailed the big gigantic feet that he has in there as well, and he's just simple. But that doesn't simple doesn't mean bad. He just, I mean, come on, it just nails this Baki. One of the favorites, and I cannot wait for Yujiro. I think Yujiro is gonna be up there for next year, 100%. So there is that. But that is my number two. Might surprise a lot of people, but this figure is so freaking worth it. If you know anything about Baki, you would know that. And if you bought the Storm Collectibles, you know this figure deserves to be in the top three, top five, for sure. But anyways, though, let's go on to my favorite action figure to come out this year. Okay, guys, so here is my number one, and that is the SH Figure Arts Obito. I think this is one of my favorite action figures to come out. I think they absolutely freaking nailed it as well. Um, as far as like design wise, he is freaking amazing. Everything about him just screams Obito to me as well. Nothing takes away from this action figure. He has the Toby mask. It just, they absolutely nailed it. He has this cool like sword hand as well. Absolutely freaking amazing. They nailed the head sculpt in here as well. And then he got different heads. He got more accessories. He comes with the Madara fan as well. It's just so freaking good. It's one of my favorite action figures to come out for this year as well. Now I did debate whether to put him or Baki number one, and who knows, maybe one day I might switch him and say Baki should be number one. But I think this figure absolutely does his job. I think they absolutely nailed him. About this figure is absolutely freaking perfect. One of my favorite action figures to come out this year. Now that could have been a personal pick, and that might be debatable, and my whole list might be debatable for a lot of people, but it's fine. You know, I mean that's what we're here for. You know, where everybody has different likes, everybody has different tastes. So there is that. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it. Let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel out tremendously. Keeps me motivated. Keep doing more top 10 videos just like this one. So let me know in the comment section what your guys' top 10. If you guys were to pick any of my top 10, which action figures would you guys pick? Do you guys agree in my list? Do you guys disagree? I'd like to hear all your guys' thoughts down in the comment section down below. But that is pretty much it for this video, anyways. We definitely got more unboxings on the way. I did try to squeeze in a couple action figures, but I still haven't received them. So if I can't receive them, they're not in the top 10 list. That means that they do qualify for next year action figure video list as well. So there's that as well. I did have some honorable mentions, but honorable mentions just take way too long to do. So I decided to skip them. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. You guys have a wonderful, amazing day. See you guys later.
They don't call me the main man for nothing.